Hi, this is Matt Marchant, and this is for those who have taken the class, Flatten Your Stomach. In this video, I would like to talk briefly, at least I hope it's brief, about stress and sleep. So, first let's go through stress. The main thing with stress is that as we get stressed, it increases our adrenaline. Whenever our adrenaline increases, our body diverts blood flow to our extremities. So digestion is the last of our body's worries when we're under stress. Keep this in mind. Your body cannot tell the difference between stress, whether it's real or whether it's imagined. So if I'm getting stressed out by watching a TV show, if I'm getting stressed over a phone call on something that has already happened and I have no control over it, is happening and I have no control over it, or might happen and I'm not even sure if I'll even need to be in control of it because it hasn't happened yet, the body can respond in such a way that it can feel like that threat is real. So keep that in mind with stress, is it absolutely affects the adrenal glands. When your adrenal glands, this is your stress hormone, they're located in your back, right over your kidneys. When they're stressed, you can absolutely put on weight. Absolutely. Now understand too, a lot of times when people get stressed, they can actually have times where they lose weight because they stop eating. That could be one reaction, but a lot of times too, people will put on weight because of the stress. So, the four things that I just briefly put down for stress, let me say this, there's many, many ways to deal with stress. By no means is this the only way to do it. This is just one way that I would invite you to consider dealing with stress. If you're unsure of what to do, perhaps we can look at this. First one, remove. Can I remove myself from the stress or remove the stress from me? So if I'm in a stressful situation, I'm watching TV, it's stressing me out, I'm hearing about politics on the news, I'm really stressed right now, can I just go and turn it off? Probably I could. I might be able to do that. Now let's say I'm at work and I'm being stressed out, I might not be able to. Maybe I have a job that's inherently stressful. I'm kind of stuck. Someone in the military might be under a lot of stress while they're in boot camp. Just can't walk away. So it might not be feasible to remove yourself or remove the stress. Well, that's where we move down to number 2. Can we reduce the stress? So can I reduce my stress level in this situation? So right now I'm in this situation, I can't remove myself, I can't remove the stress. Can I reduce the stress? Can I maybe do some breathing exercises to help reduce it? Maybe can I take a step back if someone's in my face kind of yelling at me? Am I able just to kind of take a step back, take a seat to reduce my stress, just do some breathing, calm down, just think through things? That might help me. Next, third, am I able to reevaluate what this stress means to me? Now we're getting into more advanced things, and a lot of times when you're in the midst of being stressed or someone's yelling at you or someone's cutting you off on the freeway or you know, the bills are piling up and you got to get them all done or whatever the case is, it might not be the easiest to reevaluate it, but I would offer you this. When we learn how to do this over and over and over again, the process gets quicker. So, reevaluate the stress. Somebody cuts me off and I maybe can't reduce my stress. I can't remove the stress. It's hard for me to reduce it. I'm going to try to do some breathing. Maybe I can reevaluate and go, I bet that guy's not out to get me. He just kind of is not using his head, just cut me off. Or even if someone's yelling at you and it is personal, Matt, you're this, you know, whatever it is, perhaps I can reevaluate and go, you know what, I think so-and-so has had a very bad day, and yeah, I don't think it's about me. I think it's about something else, and maybe that reevaluation of the stress can also help reduce it. And fourth, and finally, last one, reprogram. So as we start to reprogram how we view stress, the next time stress hits, we might be able to reduce it a lot faster. And that's where, like with anything, it's like learning a language. We're just training ourselves over and over. So next time so-and-so gets in my face and has a problem, I'm quicker to, you know, reevaluate and go, look, you know, this has nothing to do with me. You're feeling this way. I understand that. And I might be able to respond a lot better as opposed to react. So that's stress in a very, very brief nutshell. So stress management recommendations would be those. And sleep. The basic recommendations are this: try to get 8 hours of sleep a night. Most people will probably need 8 hours of sleep. Depending on your physical, mental, and emotional stress load, you might need more. So, more stress, whether you're out working with a lot of stuff, lifting a lot of things, you're going through just a mentally challenging time, you're a student in finals, or there's a lot of emotional stress, you might need more sleep. So if you try to get 8, do your best to try to go to bed by 10. For some people that is very early. Some people just go to bed naturally really late. So 10 o'clock is like, whoa, 10 o'clock. Especially if you have a job or you're getting off late. I would say 10:30 at the latest if you really, really can. But just keep this in mind. If you're going to bed right now at 1 o'clock, even if you start going to bed at midnight, yeah, it's not 10, but there's an extra hour of sleep that you're going to get. And that's in the hours that your body's recovering. So if we're trying to get our body in shape and flatten our stomach, getting that extra hour could be huge. And then as you start going to bed at midnight, then it might be easier to get to bed at 11:30, 11, and so forth. You'll find the right time for you. This is just a suggestion. And then try to wake up no earlier than 6 if you can. This one's a little bit harder. Typically, we're in a lot more control over what time we go to bed than what time we wake, due to our own work schedules, due to schedules with kids, all that kind of stuff. It's not as easy. Also try to quiet your mind and your atmosphere. I wrote down here 8 o'clock, but basically that means about 2 hours before you go to bed. Try to turn off lights, turn off a lot of stress, and then, that would be just kind of quieting, and then by 9 o'clock you're going to turn off the lights and so forth. The basic rule of thumb is this: you're just trying to prepare yourself to just kind of relax before you go to sleep. Last thing you want to do is be up, lights all in your face, and you're watching some crazy show, and it's 9:59, I got to get in bed now. You probably will not have as successful sleep as if you started quieting things down maybe an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes before that. So anyways, those are the stress and sleep recommendations. They are huge. I can say this in my experience over many, many years. These two things, the stress and sleep, are often unaddressed, and people can do a lot of work nutritionally, spend a lot of money, go to different coaches, do this, do that. A lot of supplements too, tons of supplements, a lot of money in supplements, a lot of working out, and they don't achieve their goals because stress is never regulated and sleep is never kind of appropriated. So anyways, that's stress and sleep. Good luck with it, and thanks for watching.